上一期说到，我们清理了索莫大使馆，找到了伊斯本，准备要出发前往奥杜因之墙去一探究竟。我们还没出发就碰见了一条龙。好，我们准备使用死神印记。死神印记打中了，他马上就要死了。再喷一次叠加。死神印记就是那么牛逼。不过要特别注意的是，如果有队友在场的话，要特别小心，因为队友也可能会被打中。死神印记的效果是永久的，队友如果被误伤，只能用控制台的代码来恢复，或者读档重来。
Azura's wisdom to you, friend. Is he really dead then? Whatever you say, boss. Now, if you'll excuse me.
后面这些就先不打了，我们直接进洞穴里面。这个谜题还是比较简单的，就是3个都是龙一的标志。这个谜题就是你只能踩在龙一的标志上面。
Be careful. We'll cross. Good enough. Be careful.
Looks safe now. Let's move.
Yes, yes. I think we must be close to the entrance.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Here's the Blood Seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades
Try
revered
using your blood on the
Cyrodiil?
carved seal on the floor. It's coming to life. You did it. After you, Dragon. You should have the honor of being the first to see the seal.
There's no telling what we might find inside.
There's something you need.
Baldwin's Wall.
Whatever you say, boss.
I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Kaviri sculpture and relief.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
这面就是奥德温之墙了。
Yes, let's see what we have. Isn't it amazing?
最左边的石刻，就是现在大家能看到的这个部分，描绘的是龙之战争。当时人类是输了，被龙奴役，人类出现了膜拜龙的龙祭司。
Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords.
中间这个时刻，讲述了女神凯恩怜悯人类，让人类具有了龙吼的能力。
You see,
三位会龙吼的英雄，长者菲尔德、独眼海空和金剑柄高姆莱斯，使用龙吼和上古卷轴把奥杜因驱逐出了他们所生活的时代。
is fallen from the sky. The Nord Taunt, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patient. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in parallel, mythic symbols.
中间偏右靠上一点的位置描述了5大历史事件， 分别是上古卷轴1竞技场的混沌之杖、
Akaviri symbol for
上古卷轴2匕首雨中的西方的扭曲、 上古卷轴3尘封中的红山之战、
To defeat Alduin?
上古卷轴4湮灭中的皇帝之死，
Oh yes.
以及本作中天机省发生的帝国和风暴斗篷的内战。那么最右边呢，是一位高大的英雄，带领着拿着3个武士刀的人，面对着一条龙。
So we're looking
这又是在讲述哪一个时代的故事呢？
Damn it.
大家之后就知道了。
A shout that can knock a
那么
dragon
这里
out
呢，
of
我们的
the sky.
是
I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our old history.
那么这里呢，我们是拿到了龙货，样子就像一把武士刀，杀龙的时候威力特别大。我们现在就可以去找灰胡子了。
Azura's wisdom to you, friend. Right then.
「外面是一片混乱，我们还是交上11000个吧。
There's something you need? Sure thing, friend.
吃个蔬菜汤。 又是这种世界大战。我们换成治疗术，给马和11000个治疗。 好的，这次死神印记打中了。场面非常混乱啊，而且射箭的敌人还特别多。居然还有召唤出来的敌人。 终于干死这条龙了。我们现在去找灰胡子。
Sky, guard you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? Yes, for matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand, or who you stand with. If you wish to stand alone, so be it. If you wish for our help, you will answer my question. Where did you learn of a shout used to defeat Alduin? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant?
这灰胡子也是非常消极，认为如果世界注定是毁灭的，就让它毁灭就行了。他认为我们不管用什么方法战胜奥杜因，都只是拖延。
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Rock lostovakin strudul rock ventin vak bardonax.
Dragonborn? Wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einoth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. You my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked on.
有，有，
我们去跟帕隆聊聊天。
有，有，
Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strumach, my mountain? They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. The Rotmulag waits. Understand fire as the Dove do. Come, Dovahkiin. Ninyol, strike me with the fire of your Thum. Ah, yes. I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Alduin Comet Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Prusa. As good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokin? Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. or Fus. Maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name Throat of the World? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokrevak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. surface. No, I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Sum Ark Mod Drem Yolok. Greetings. Return it here to the Tid Achran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Achran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. Speak, I will listen. Speak, I will listen. Vomendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon, they would not listen. Yes, there were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin Stur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us, ni Ov. Their inner counsels were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit, Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you, Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove, but power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum arc mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? It is called force in your tongue, but as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
跟这个派隆聊了这么久，你会发现他什么也没有告诉你。准确的说，他什么也不知道。他说的那些东西都是史书上记载的，大家早就知道了的。
Speak, I will listen.
比如之前提到过的，以前的英雄用龙吼控制住了奥杜因，然后再用上古卷轴来把它传送到别的时代，然后就告诉我们要去找上古卷轴，但他又不知道在哪里。当然，我们最后会不会用前人一模一样的方法击败奥杜因，他也不知道。那么这一期就先到这儿吧，估计下一期我们会去找上古卷轴了。